I'm Coach BJ Zalesnik, head football coach at LeRoy High School, LeRoy, Illinois. Welcome to Week 3 of the Panther Rewind for the 2009 season. This week the Panthers took on the Fieldcrest Knights, Heart of Illinois Conference rival. It was a big game for both teams. LeRoy came in 2-0, Fieldcrest came in 1-1, both needing a critical win in the conference. Start off, defense did a nice job of getting a stop. Offense was able to move the ball a little bit. In the first drive of the game, we felt confident that we were going to be able to do some things offensively. Unfortunately, we turned the ball over on our first drive to give the ball back to Fieldcrest. Did a nice job all night on the fullback. We knew that the fullback was going to be key to their offense. Unfortunately, in the first half, we struggled with their quarterback on the option. As you can see, one of his long runs here. Zach Meyer, their senior quarterback, did a nice job in the game, and they're doing a good job of running that offense. And for a half, they really had us on our heels defensively. I was very happy with the kids all night long. We bounced back offensively and were able to sustain drives. We did a lot of nice things, inside, outside, running it up inside off tackle quite a bit. The backfield, everybody was involved, from the fullbacks to the halfbacks to the quarterbacks. To combine for over 300 yards rushing on the night. Tough run there by our quarterback, Eric Steffen. Here's senior halfback Zach Morrison, who finished the game with 107 yards on the ground. Did a nice job, and he was kind of our workhorse for this game, much like Kyle Eastham, our other senior halfback, was our workhorse for our DMAC game. – 7-6 ball game. Fieldcrest comes back, does some nice things again. Puts together a nice drive. They did a nice job of running the speed sweep with their wings and then bringing their quarterback underneath on the option. Really nice game plan against our outside linebackers. And again, we really had some issues with it. And then their second scoring drive, they did a lot of nice things. Completed a few passes. Everybody touched the ball. Was able to do something for them. And I think as the year goes on, they're really going to be tough to handle with this offense. It's a new coach, new system, and already 3 weeks into the season, they're beginning to do some really good things. Ensuing kickoff, our next scoring drive is set up by a great return by our sophomore return man, Brad Kirby. Nice run. Bradley's got a lot of ability, and we look forward to seeing him in the backfield in the future. We came out and just back to the same thing. Here's a nice run by quarterback Eric Steffen. Senior halfback Kyle Eastham on a good run off tackle. They did a good job of feeling their way through. Another run by Morrison. So everybody did their part. Offensive line had a tremendous night, and tight ends. Everybody did a great job of blocking. There's our second touchdown of the game. Went for two, quarterback keep, and got the 2-point conversion to take the lead for a short time. Very next play from scrimmage for Fieldcrest. Again, quarterback keep on the option. Defensive ends and outside linebackers just didn't get the job done in the first half, and that touchdown came with about 1.5 minutes on the clock, so we didn't have much time to move the ball down. That was the last play of the second half, and here's the opening kickoff of the second half. Good return by junior Ethan Bruning to set up this long run by fullback Justin Sexton. Huge play to begin the second half. We did not get the 2-point conversion. However, now instead of a 21-14 ball game, it's now 21-20. And defense then came out in the second half and did a great job. Made a few halftime adjustments, and the kids really responded well. Huge play by junior defensive end Brian Roberts to get the turnover. Both defenses kind of took control of the game in the third quarter. They stopped us on a couple series. This series was shortened by penalties, and we had to punt it away. Our defense slowed them down in the third quarter. So both teams were kind of feeling themselves out after halftime adjustments. And I thought our defense and their defense both did some nice things. The speed toss we were having issues with in the first half. We did a good job of shutting down there. 3rd and long, contained the quarterback, was able to make a stop, forced them to punt the ball, and we were able to get it back. And then we put together a fantastic drive to begin the 4th quarter. We took over at the beginning of the 4th quarter with 12 minutes on the clock, and we scored with 5 minutes. We ate up 7 minutes off the clock and took the lead on this drive. And I think our fullbacks carried the ball 6 times on this drive, which is huge. And there's the 2-yard run by Zach Morrison for the go-ahead, which proved to be the winning score. Nice throw, nice catch on that play as well by Eric Steffen, our quarterback, to senior tight end Trent Moberly. Defense came out, contained the fullback again. They were able to get a couple of runs on counter plays up the middle to get a first down. But our defense, again, did a nice job of getting the ball back, forcing the turnover. Senior defensive end Jordan Swanson with a big play to force the turnover and get the ball back. The offense then went back. Big run by Eastham. Get the ball down inside the 10. And from there, we were able to punch it in of Steffen on the QB sneak to put the game out of reach. They came back out on offense and tried to do some things, but we were fortunate enough. Our defense is very active. When teams have to spread the field and throw the ball and run to the perimeter, that plays into our defensive strengths, and we did some nice things in the last minute and a half of the game defensively, and got a couple of big hits. Here's a big hit on the post by our All-State middle linebacker Jason Byro, and nice big hit here on their last play by senior corner Dylan Klein. So it was a good game, and big game next week against GCMS.